Hi, my name is Brian from Denmark, your tech friend with a real-world comparison of the Samsung Galaxy S21 FE 5G version to the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra. I'm gonna do this comparison just before the S22 Ultra version comes out, just so you can watch this before that one. In this video, I'm gonna try and answer all your questions as well as some of the questions you haven't even answered. Okay? And then I'll try to answer some of the questions that I think you are asking yourself. And also them you weren't even asking. But let me just clarify, if you're considering either of these phones, you are considering a very good phone. They may come at the same price range actually now, because if you buy this completely new and you buy this on the used market, they may actually be the same price. So what are the major differences between these phones that you are going to consider when doing that choice? Let's just start off with the bleeding obvious, the size difference. This is actually a main concern or main difference between these two phones, because do you like a big screen 6.8 inches of the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra, or do you like this more pequeño one of 6.4 inches? And that is really something that that matters in your pocket, because this one is quite a bit larger. 227 grams versus 177 grams. And I would actually prefer this one over that one in my pocket, that's for sure. The Samsung Galaxy S21 FE has only got 6 gigabytes of RAM, whereas this one has got 12, and even some versions up to 16 gigabytes. So that's really a difference there. Another place where there is a difference on these two phones is in the camera. Let me just show you from my photo shoot. Please set the YouTube playback quality to the highest possible right now. So this is a test of dynamic range and contrast on the Samsung S21 FE 5G version. Please take a look at the difference in contrast from this semi-dark grass to more colorful but more bright foreground of Greta Thunberg, and then even more bright background with the sun and the sky. Dynamic range and contrast on the Samsung S21 Ultra. I'm holding this phone handheld. We're shooting in 4K 60 frames a second, though the video may be rendered at some other frames per second. Just keep that in mind.
How dare you!
20 times zoom. But I think I've lost it. No, it's there. There it was, 20 times zoom. And this is 1 time zoom. Okay, so now this is an example of director's cut on both of these phones. So let's just take these guys for a walk to see how well these phones stabilize. This is of course a very good feature for vlogging, if you're the vlogging kind of style person. Okay, so this is the evening shot on the Samsung S21 FE and the Ultra. So what you want to look out for here is, of course, how well does it cope with this sparse light. There's only 2 lights in that direction, and then we have this background light also. So it's a very difficult shot for any phone. We're using the selfie cam, and it also has to decide to focus on my face or Audrey's face. So how do you think about these two phones? Do they perform to your liking? I'll also include some still shots coming up right now. So as the photo shoot showed you, the major difference is like this is a very good camera, but this is a very good camera plus that a little more options in everything and a little better quality, I think. But then again, you may decide on that point. Both the phones have a dynamic AMOLED 2x 120Hz HDR10 screen, and it's got 411 ppi on the FE versus 515 ppi on the Ultra. Both of them come with Corning Gorilla Glass Victus. And that's kind of the story, you know, where they're pretty much even. The Ultra is just always a little more. The FE's got a 4,500 mAh battery, whereas the Ultra's got a 5,000 mAh battery. But rest assured that both of these phones are eating away at that battery when you push them. That could be in a game or so. That leads to quite an extraordinary story on the Samsung S21 FE 5G version here that I've just tested, and that was PUBG. 4 games, 4 wins. 2 of them my teammate won for me, but 2 of them I got the MVP. So it's been, for some reason, I don't know why, but an extraordinary gaming device experience, this one. But again, I would rest assured that the S21 Ultra will give you the same gaming experience and even on a larger screen. If you look around the edges of these two phones, they are exactly the same. At the bottom you have a mic, USB-C, SIM card tray, and a loudspeaker. On the left side you have nothing. On the right side of the phones you have a power on-off button or the Bixby Assistant, and you have volume up and down. At the top there's a slight difference. The Samsung S21 FE has only got 1 mic hole, whereas the S21 Ultra's got 2. And that's that Ultra thing again, always just a little bit more. But the most interesting question about these two phones are how are they in daily use, and they are like almost exactly the same. They are buttery smooth, they work like a charm. I test a lot of phones on my channel, and this is just top range phones. These are not like the cheap Samsungs or the middle Samsungs, because they're even just that faster, and also they're not like a Motorola because they just take better pictures. And well, a lot of unnamed brands, we don't even want to compare them to them. So this is what you get for your money. You get that buttery smooth UI experience of Samsung, you get the excellent camera, and you get security updates for 5 years on this S21 FE, and for 4 years still to come on the S21 Ultra. The only worry I would have about these two
Dead
phones...
Craver, and to forced active.
Thank you, Bixby. The only worry I have about this phone, the FE, is that it's only got 6 gigs of RAM, and right now it doesn't matter at all here in start of 2022. But if you're really thinking of keeping this phone 4 years or 5 years into the future, then 6 gigs of RAM will be like considered a budget amount of RAM, because even budget phones nowadays got 4 gigs of RAM, right? So 6 gigs of RAM will be like the bottom tier in like 2 years, I would suspect. Whereas the Ultra, of course, has got 12, and that is just the future security proofing you have of the Ultra choice. And there's that Ultra thing again. My name is Brian from Denmark, your tech friend, and I'll see you in the next one.